Right, all right, all right. Thank you for tapping in. Hit that like button if you would. Thank you for tapping in on a Tuesday evening. Thanks for joining. All right, I think we're gonna pick up that trolling motor. We're gonna zip, I think, to another part of the lake. Not really sure just yet. All right, thanks for all that's joining. Hit that like button, pretty please. Brazil's in the house. Hello, Claudia. Much love. My love. We'll put this chesty on so I can put you all on the chesty. Now I can see what I see. How is everyone Tuesday evening? Mr. Miyagi. Damn that. Thank you. Uh, I'm not no Miyagi, man. You go right there, dude. Crochet Creations. I'm fishing for largemouth bass. Currently in Kitsap County, Washington. The lake is in the city limits of Bremerton, Washington. Put the sunglasses on. Hit that like button if you're watching and you like what you're seeing. Helps my channel out. Drop a comment where you're from. What do you fish for? I fish for largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. Sometimes I fish for trout, panfish from bluegill to crappie, yellow perch. Sometimes in a river, sometimes in a creek, sometimes in a lake. It is very hard and difficult to get me away from bass. I specialize in largemouth bass. So do me a favor and hit that like button, if you would. Once again, it helps my channel out. My PB is 10 pounds, 6 ounces on top water in the PNW. So that gets like extra points, I feel like. DJ Beacon, that's my biggest catch. 10 pounds, 6 ounces. And that fish was probably a 20-year-old fish. That's a highly prized and highly sought after fish all across the country. No matter if you live in Texas or you live in Wisconsin, it's still a giant fish. And I caught it one of my favorite ways, top water, man. That's what I specialize in, top water for giant largemouth. I fish oversized baits. Over the years, the last couple of years, it's gotten pretty much what I do. I don't really throw all that normal stuff. At least I try not to. $16-pounders in tournaments. Damn. Yeah, it's because of that live scope. Unfortunately, I have live scope. I don't have it hooked up on the boat just yet. Don't know if I will hook it up on the boat, but I do have it. It was a gift to me. And yeah, so I just hadn't bought a battery for it and hadn't hooked it up. I tell you what, I will chase a state record when I do. So, Florida in the house. Small water charter, what's up, man? No, I did not keep that bass, DJ. I released it, took pictures of it, small little video, which the cell phone sucked back then. It's at a lake that's pretty secluded. The cell phone signal sucks there, so even the video is grainy. It's by far the biggest topwater strike I've ever had. Lucas, hi. What's up? DJ Beacon, I fish all over Western Washington. Mostly in Kitsap County, Pierce County, King County, a little bit of Whatcom County, even down Cowlitz County, where Silver Lake, the big gas factory, is. I'm gonna put you all up on the harness. And let's throw some baits. As you see, the water clarity is kind of jacked up here. I should flip the ducks, because that's something that a lot of people don't do here. But let's start with a moving bait anyway. We started with that last night. Let's start with this tonight. Let's go with the clinker frog, made by Teckle. I have yet to actually catch a fish on this lure, but I've had some really, really big strikes on it. I can guarantee you it'll be a fish catcher. The way it sounds and moves, I don't think they ever really heard something like this. It's like literally like a clanking noise. Whoever thought of this is a genius. I just don't know about the longevity of it after I catch a real good fish. What happens when the blade gets slapped around a few times? Does it break? You know, I gotta know all them things. I'm running on a 50-pound braid on a 7'3" medium heavy frog rod, basically. Just a Mach 2 rod. Designed for a crankbait, but still get the job done. Looks like a algae bloom is happening right now. Turn down the volume a little bit so it's not real loud. But yes, that's the algae bloom happening right here. You can see. Iowa's King should be tapping in here shortly. If you hadn't already. So we got Labor Day weekend coming up. And then we got the full moon of September, which is on 2 Sundays from now. So 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon. So that's a 7-day period right there. You need to take note. You could be on water during any of those times. It's best. One of those days is going to be dynamite, like fire. I don't even know which day it is. It changes every moon phase. September's moon is called the corn moon. It's called that because it's the time to harvest corn for the Native Americans. which I just harvested my corn. I just literally ate my last piece of corn. All right, could be a bite coming up. I'm gonna throw this clinker around this lay down. That doesn't get something, I may flip that lay down before I leave, because I know before I move, because I know there's got to be something around there. I caught some really nice fish off it on single blade buzzbait, swim jigs, so forth. The water clarity is just piss poor right now. It's really clouded up due to the algae bloom happening right now. pH of the water is off. Hitchhikers trying to hitch for free. I think we'll have about 2 hours of fishing. So this live session will be going for about 2 hours, maybe just over. Okay, way too close to this laydown. But maybe I just need to flip it. You just found me recently, you should check out my other live streams lately. Some of them are pretty good. A lot of them have been flipping heavy cover. Summer's coming to an end right there at this boat. Damn, totally missed the frog. He didn't even touch it. Scared the shit out of me. Look alive. Right in mid-sentence. Bam! It didn't seem like it was anything to write home about. Alright, we better flip that shit. Should have done it. What my mind's thinking. It's been a minute since I caught a real good one on a frog. I'm talking a 5 pounder or bigger. My biggest ever on a stationary frog, or just your traditional frog that you have to move it yourself, is 7 pounds even. I was in King County, a little 18-acre lake, in the middle of March. Like less than probably 51-degree water. That big bitch ate a frog. I literally worked that frog super slow. I put in my time for that damn fish. I still wanted a double digit on a frog. I'll check the chat here shortly. Yeah, look at that shit, y'all. Look at that. What the fuck? Crazy. Wow. What the hell just happened, y'all? What happened? That fish, that had pinpoint accuracy. Damn. Boy. After that shit underwater, that little son of a gun. Yeah, hit that like button. If you don't hit the like button, you should just go ahead and kick rocks. Unfortunately, you can watch. I don't care if you hit the like button or not. All right. So, like I said, I should have been flipping the whole freaking time. But I gotta mix other things in there because I'm a junk fisherman by heart. What that is someone that goes down the bank. Ooh, that bait's trash. Goes down the bank, has about 10 rods rigged up, and whatever piece of cover you come across, pick up a rod with the bait and fish it. Catch a fish with it. That is junk fishing to me. That's what I love to do. Even though I will throw a big red buzzer for 10, 12 hours straight. That big ass red buzzer I fish, yes, I will fish that for a very long time. I know what bites it. Picasso buzzsaw. Oh, that thing, you can't beat that. As far as a big buzz bait, shoots about a foot of water out on each side. So it gives a giant profile. That's what you want when you're big bass hunting, trophy hunting. All right, so that's a punch bug right here, made by Strike King. One of my new favorite punch baits. The other part to this, first before you dip it so you don't have to touch it again, you gotta split that little part, dip it in there. Try not to leave it in there too long. This contains acetone and it will eat those pinchers right off. I found that out the hard way. All right, so I actually hopped that out of there, swam it through the grass, and that fish was on it. See if we can get out of here without the motor getting stuck. We'll check the chat right quick. We got time. Peraza, what's up, man? Where at in Washington did you live? Thomas Haggerty, what's up? Amadeus, Cozart, what's up? Flawless, hi. Cyrus King, what's up? Carlos, what's up, man? Yeah, I just unexpectedly caught a fish as I was racing in to make the next pitch. Some bitch had a pinpoint accuracy. What's up, Carlos? Getting some last minute fluids. Water temp 78 degrees. Today it was 85 degrees here in Washington State, Bremerton area. All right, let's put you guys back on the chesty and get to a few more things. All right. So we'll put this up for a second. I'll put the froggy there. I think we can fucking throw this over there by this dock right here. I know those sea-doo lines don't help, jet ski lines, but it is what it is. If I come around here, I can make just a nice pitch, long pitch right along that thing, not to get too close to it. I should actually come up and hit the nose first so I can utilize the nose and hit the other side up. That's what we're gonna do. Here we go. We're engaging the big bitch. Here we go. Yeah. There's some live music over there. Some kind of shit going on. There's a party going on in a giant mouth with giant bass. My mag draft was front and center. I'm looking for anything, don't see nothing. Doesn't mean there ain't nothing there. Throw it right there. Made 3 casts across the tip of that dock. Reason I choose this bait to fish this dock is I have history with this dock fishing a big swim bait. Had a fish come out and smash it. Not only the 8-inch mag draft, it was the 7.8 Kitech as well earlier in the year, so I know it's a kind of a big fish dock. It's a big platform. This water clarity is terrible for this swim bait, but just the presence of it gives off pretty big ass profile. Jaws theme music right now. Same with this seal. I've actually caught a 4-pounder off of that seal dock with the swim bait. Here we go. I'll hide behind this big trampoline. Don't see nothing. I'll make one more cast before we get too close to the dock. So this is my little method of fishing the dock with a swim bait. As I fish down the bank, I'm gonna fish the front of it first, and then the sides. I guess sometimes I could shoot back there and make a cast back there, but most of the time I want the front. And then I'll sit there and I'll make at least 3 or 4 down the side of it. Oh, right there, guys, right there. Oh shit, right there. You saw the swirl. I hope you did. Bait come back all jacked up. Oh yeah, the water's so dirty I can't see the size of the fish, but I know it was a big one, a better one. Oh shit. Hey, I got a bite on a 10-inch mag draft. We're mag draft dreaming right now. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. It's an iconic song in the background, man. YouTube's gonna flag this shit too. Come on, big mama. You picky bitch. Go back to bite school or bite it again. Damn, she messed the tail up. The bait probably got some teeth marks on it. Even though they don't have teeth. I consider bass to have nubs in their mouth, which is basically hard sandpaper. Really rough sandpaper. Unfortunately, that was already there. Oh, I see something. You guys can see something. I mean, literally less than an inch from the hook. I put a trailer hook on there, but see, most of the big fish that I know usually hit the bait on the head. So the hook's right here. That one just tried to hit the tail. I don't know, maybe it was a smaller fish. Don't know. We'll make one more and we'll go to the other side of it. I'm throwing this on an 8-foot rod, a 13 fishing Defy Black rod. They don't make any more. I got a Bass Pro Shop Johnny Morris size 30, which is equivalent to a 300 size reel. I got 30-pound fluorocarbon on it. Let's go. I got grass on it. Damn. Got a bite on the seal dock, so we'll have to go back to that a little bit later. Or maybe go back in about 2 minutes and we'll flip that, see what happens. Damn, I got a bite on the 10. Short strike. Probably a short fish. Probably a tall order for that fish to eat this bait. I want fish twice that size. I want the 8s and biggers. If you haven't checked out my most recent video, I had a recent video drop tonight at 6 p.m. Everything I know about flipping. If you know nothing about flipping heavy cover, you should check that video out. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Come on, shoot, get. Here, here. Here come the 10. Yep, that want nothing to do with that 10. Like a billy club for ducks. There's a big old lay down right here. Going that way. Come on. All right. Come on, fishy. Where you at? Oh, we're not looking for just any old fish with this bait. We're looking for grass shit. We're collecting to make something out of grass. Nice grass mat for drastic Bah! Unfortunately, they just heard me make that noise. uh, they smoking that good. I'm gonna check the chat. I'm gonna reel this in right quick. Miss Triple G, what's up? Going good. John Good, what's good? Miss Triple G, agreed. It's funny because those two women over there just looked over at me right after I made that weird noise. They're probably like, what the hell was that? That'd be me. Don't flag my video, YouTube. I'm gonna turn it down. Hopefully it mutes everything. Oh shit. What happened? Who did it? Yes, this is the lake that we're at right here. Uh-huh. I've been there a few times. You clearly see. It's not like some of my other lakes. Yes, it is. Later. All right. All right. Hopefully you two don't flag me for that DJ up there playing the music. If it goes blurry, I'm sorry. The cell signal should be the best it is. I'm right in city limits of Bremerton, Washington. So we should have just great signal, even though last night I watched the feed and it starts to go dead a little bit over there, which is just fantastic because it's one of the better spots on the lake. Go figure on that. All right, let's mix it up. I'm gonna throw this sprinkler frog around. Another Teckle frog, the Teckle line. So this is a military base. You know, the military base owns that or some shit or something. Some kind of shindig going on. Looks happening. Looks like about 11 people there. That house was built within like the last year, maybe 2 years. Man, they're gonna flag my shit because of this song. Man, some of these alarms going off too. Pandemonium. Come on, Biggin, where you at? If you're unfamiliar with this lure, it's a weedless whopper plopper style of a lure. It's badass. In the June bug color. It got a lot of colors, a lot of fish catching colors. I don't think it really necessarily matters about color. Sometimes it does on highly pressured waters. Sometimes the bass get finicky. But there is a rhyme and a reason of fishing dark colored lures compared to light colored lures. But really, in some situations, it don't matter. They want the sound, and then they see what's making that sound, and they're gonna smash. The water clarity is kind of jacked up here, as you can see. Maybe 2-foot clarity compared to 10-foot clarity. Normally, it's really clear water. Yeah, perfect cast. And nada. This area sucks anyway. Don't know why I'm here. Still listening to that freaking car going off in the background. Dude's probably not even there. We're just gonna cover some water right now and try to look for an active fish. That doesn't happen, or if I see something else en route, then I'll change up. Especially if I see a real good looking dock, I'll flip the dock. We'll try jerkbait up here a little bit. See if we can't get on the board at least with a little stupid fish, but who cares? I've lowered my standards for this video. I have friends and a father that have caught PBs at this lake. Once again, the biggest bass I ever heard come out of here is an 815 in the month of March on a jig. They do stock the shit out of it with trout, so it should have a better than a lake that doesn't have trout stocked in it. Here we go. Could possibly get bit in this little grass right here. Could be tricky right now to try to fish any other lures. You see a lot of floating debris. Definitely not a whopper plopper type or even a buzzbait. That shit get wrapped up in it. And the water clarity sucks. I've had some really good days at this lake. I did end up getting skunked last night. That shit doesn't bother me. I did have about 3 strikes. That's all they were, just strikes, blow-ups on this frog. This used to be a really heavy grass Lake. It still kind of is, but they have a machine that they hire to come here, and it chomps up all the grass like Pac-Man type shit. Miss Pac-Man. Kills a lot of vegetation, kills a lot of habitat for the bass, for the bass's prey as well. It's been about 2 weeks since they did that, and now we're having an algae bloom happen, which you normally get in the month of August anyway, up here in the PNW. I'll check chat here shortly. Let's see if there's anything wanting to eat this. Well, I keep forgetting I did catch a fish. I did catch a fish. Little mini keeper on the flipping stick. Stop it. Oh, we got another big laydown coming up here. We'll flip that for sure. So if you're new to my channel, you're new to my streaming, there was a bite, probably from a 5-inch bass. The bite itself probably made that fish dizzy. If you're just moving or just finding my channel now, appreciate you subbing. Hit the like button also. I got over 780 videos loaded up on YouTube. I just released a new video flipping and punching everything I know. I just kind of break down how I flip. I will probably do another video on the mechanics of flipping. Something that everyone could work on, even I do in the off season. If I know I'm going to do a ton of that, I will just make sure I still got that shit. Just a little bit of practice, it'll get you one fluid motion. Then come the summer, shake the cobwebs out. There you go. You could easily practice that in your backyard from an elevated position. Even if you don't have an elevated position, you can still do it in the backyard. Simply tie on a jig and get the pitching and flipping it. You even add your favorite soft plastic just to have the weight all together. You use 50 to 65 pound braid. There are certain downsized versions that you can make yourself of that flipping type bait. Oh shit, right there. That was a good bite right there. Damn. Fucking missed the whole frog. Oh, there's another good catch. Come on. Some bitch. I thought for sure we were about to have a fish. Let's try one more. Bomb that fucker in there. Alright, we're gonna flip that some bitch. Just for shits and giggles, let's see what happens. That fish is at least 2 pounds. Yeah, we're gonna punch this punch bug made by Strike King. Got the tips of the craw dipped in a spike it, dip and glow. I'm gonna come around from this side. I got a lot more room to flip from. I got 1.25 ounce weight. It's pegged double with 2 bobber stops in case I burn off the first one, then I don't have to retie the whole rig. I'm throwing it on a 5/0 straight shank flipping hook made by Gamakatsu. Check out my newest flipping video. I go more into detail about this stuff. Yep. Try not to get too close. I know exactly what dog is barking. Is that sad? Or is that sad that that dog still barks? Oh. Damn, where's that fish at? Maybe 2.5 foot of water clarity by this tree. Look at it. There's a crankbait on that or something down there on the limb. Where's Scuba Steve at? Don't look like anything I need. Yeah, so I don't know what it is with the hook companies and making a hook that's quality for flipping. I have yet to see a 100% hook. So this thing still slides up and down. The hook keeper, and it's steel. It's welded on there or something, but it slides up and down. I already broke the weld of it. Very cool idea of it being steel and them either soldering it on there or welding it on there. But I'm guessing they soldered it. I could super glue it, maybe solder it myself back on, but I'm probably gonna end up trying to put a piece of heat shrink over it, call it good. We'll see what happens. Oh, well, that's probably why. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right, so we got a low line dot coming. We'll fish that. I'm gonna check the chat right quick. Glenn, what's up, man? Brad, hi. Johnny Lamb, what's up? You said game more than at that house, bro. Abdel, how you doing? Tomorrow is hump day. Okay, let's throw this because I see some surface grass and it's hard to throw anything else. Oh, I should flip that duck though. I'll flip the other side though. That's why I had that shit leaning up on the front, huh? So 1.25 ounces, it's gonna have a fast fall. It's gonna make the fish decide right then and there at split of a second. Sitting in 2 feet of water, if I throw this right on top of that fish will eat that bait before he even hits the bottom. It's literally like a missile right in on him, right through that grass. They see that, it excites them. They go down, they chomp it. They have cat-like reflexes. Oh, there's a little bastard chasing it right there. Dude, itty bitty. Literally, you can punch this bait right through the thickest vegetation and literally pull fish out of it. Yank them out. Yum, yum. Yes, if I hook a fish, I gotta drag that fish through that shit. I'm up for it. No wonder nobody wants to play on that damn thing. Alright, here we go. What else are you gonna throw right here? Topwater frog, that's about it. Maybe a weightless fluke on straight braid. With the heavier weight, you can fish it a little bit faster than, say, like a 3/4 ounce. 1.25 ounces, you can fish it a lot faster. Make a lot more pitches. Overall, you'll run into more, you have more chances at fish if you're able to. If you're not, then you need to slow down and bump down your weight. My starting point for punching thick cover is a 1 ounce weight. Here in the PNW, we don't have Yeah, look at that, y'all. Oh, shit, look at that. That shit's gone, man. Damn. Damn. Shut up, fuzzy nuts. Man, that fish. Some bitch just had to come off. That shit was a hot fish too, man. But anyway, you might want to think about dropping down in weight. Might be the smart thing to do, but I just got a bite, so there's no way I'm gonna change anything right now. Other than putting on a fresh bait. I'm gonna put that stank on it. That fish will not bite again, I guarantee it. Throw that back in there. Break that seal. Just gonna rig this up Texas style. Coming through the top about, I don't know, I tried to do a 1/4 inch, but I bumped it up to about a 1/2 inch. Slide that, spin it, and hook it. Bury that hook in there. That's not really buried in there. You want that thing straight on your hook. And slide this down, just like that. It's straight. Straight, break the seal. Let's go ahead and dip this craw. Put that stank on it. We're gonna, I guess we're gonna flip. I just want to slap at the top water all stupid. Don't get me wrong, top water's coming to an end. I could flip year round, just on a lighter setup. Way slower than what I like to do right now. I like to speed flip, basically. Just have the trolling motor on 100% and zip around to dock to dock to dock and flip. If you got hundreds of docks, guess what? You're gonna cover some water. You're gonna run into some fish. Be ready. I was not ready that time. But that's gonna happen. Can't get mad at that. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, look at this little dude. Sorry, dude. You're bleeding all over, bruh. At least he's not floating upside down. All right. Can you believe that little dude bit that? He was running like there's competition under there. So I definitely need to flip this bait back in there. The keeper keeps slipping down. If I was smart, I would stop. But I got the bobber stop stuck in the top of the, there we go. Okay, look like I burned one off. That's the, see, if I hadn't put 2 of those on there, I would have to retie this rig, but see, I'm a smart guy. Oh shit, look at that. He's eating over there. Come here. Oh shit, I just spooked something. Something bigger. Y'all seen that, right? There's a party underneath that platform. Of course, if I can break up the party. Party foul. Damn, I spooked a really nice fish. It looked like keeper size. That orange really pops in that off color water. Hey, there's a there's a little bass sitting there. It hadn't seen me, but I touched him with that bait and he ran like hell. Hit that like button for me. All right. I know this is super shallow, so it's like literally like as soon as it hits the water, it's already touching bottom. I just like to drag it. It's clean rock right along these little slips right here. When the water's higher, the corners of these two slips are prime. I don't like feeling that thump and then seeing your line swim off. You see the trash mat starting to collect. We're gonna start to see a lot of those. I'll probably have this punch rig tied on all the way till October. I couldn't tell you how many big fish sit underneath shit like that. There we go. Just had to manipulate the bait so I didn't have to put on a brand new one. Ooh, that's about 8-9 foot right there. The deep dock. There we go. Yeah, guys. Look at that shit. Hit that like button. It's a nice keeper though. Don't make me get the pliers on this little dude. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Fish number 4. Yeah. I fixed the bait. All right, we're definitely on a little pattern right here, flipping some docks with the punch rig. Feels like there's probably some more fish underneath there. I'm gonna check that out here shortly. At least I didn't keep going around trying to fish top water and getting a blow up here, getting a blow up there, and probably not catching much. Or it's like a Christmas. Every time you feel that thump, you never know if it's gonna be a giant. Well, obviously, after you set the hook, you're gonna notice right away whether it's a quality fish or not. That one was like, I've had better, bigger. Definitely a deep dock. I'll check the chat here shortly. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Felt to go lay right into some grass right there. Yeah. Crazy what kind of shit you can feel with this tungsten. Transmit the sensitivity better than lead does. And it's half the size of lead. So if I was to throw a lead punch weight, flipping weight on this in the ounce and a quarter, it would be twice this size. Be all dumb looking and shit. So go with tungsten. I know it's a little bit more money up front, but the longevity and the sensitivity is unparalleled, really. You can't get better shit. It's better for the environment instead of having lead broke off all over inside the lakes. Speaking of that, this lake is known for sewage spills. Isn't that awesome? They're just chumming the waters here in Bremerton. Fish food. All right, let's check the chat, and then I think I'll pick up the sprinkler frog. Just because make a quick little pass at this, and we'll go back to some docks. Feel like they're definitely on some dockage. William Huddle, what's up? Chris, I'm pitching flipping a beaver style bait, like a crawfish punch rig. Fighting prods, what's up, man? Or fishing prods, sorry, dude. Brad, what's up, man? Soli Coley, what's up? Yes, it was a nice fish, Miss Triple G. Manuel, what's up, man? 319 fishing, what's up? Thank you. Fishing with Soli, what's up, man? Yes, yes, I wish I would have lost that last fish and caught that other fish that I lost. That would have been a good fish to keep. Or not keep, but good fish. Way better fish. Metro, what's up, man? Nick Nutty, how you doing? Hopefully. I'm looking for that damn Tina. Always looking for Tina, Tammy, and the whole family. Let's get that sprinkler shit. All right, caught 4 keepers, or 4 fish, 3 keepers, 1 dink. You don't catch too many dinks with them punch rigs. I think that may be the first dink I ever caught on a punch rig. I'm serious. A lot of them are maybe at least a pound and a half in size. That eat that, or normally eat that. The little guys just usually peck it. They have a hard time getting that shit in their mouth. Come on, Tina. Just gonna speed troll through this. Might be a fish in that grass. Kind of doubt it. Doesn't look dense enough. I'm not gonna disturb the old kids fishing. They're not in the boat. I am. I can go anywhere on the lake. They can't. They're stuck there, so I'm not gonna take a fish away. All right, let's make a move. Hope everyone's got last of the summer plans for this Labor Day weekend coming up. Mother trucker. The only plans I made was to fish. Fish, fish, and more fish. Brad, the best kind of fluke colors I feel like are the solid white, the pearl, sometimes the baby bass, some kind of bluegill looking color. The yellow perch are good colors. Green pumpkin, you can never go wrong with it. Just kind of depends on your water clarity. I hadn't fished flukes in probably over 10 years, 15 years maybe. Here we go. I got sprayed right in the face. Ooh, look at that sight. That's a sight to see right there. I think some of that is some smoke from a wildfire that we have here in the Olympic National Forest. I think I'm correct. That's where it's at. There's probably a little bit of this smoke haze. Still awesome. Got some people sitting there staring at me on the dock. Pay them no attention. We're gonna flip this dock. So in my years of flipping, I share this little tip with you guys. What I was looking for is not so much the high docks. I want the low setting docks. The more of those, seem like over the years they produce the bigger fish. So just a little tip for everyone to look out for when you're flipping. Focus and spend a lot more time on the low lying docks. And the bigger the dock, the better it should be. Don't get me wrong, some ugly ass docks will hold the giant fish. Just flip everything, but spend a little bit more time on certain stuff that looks like this, similar to it. Usually put this down and pick up like a spinner bait or crankbait, maybe a topwater, try to cover the water in between the docks. And then when you get up to the docks, you want to start to flip the docks, slow down a little bit slower. Hello. All right, how are you? Four bass. All right, so let's pick up a moving bait and kind of cover some water in between the docks. Never know, one could be patrolling around, starting to get a little bit lower light. The bass should be coming out of hiding, out of the grass, away from the docks, wanting to chase down a bait. We got the sun setting. That shit looks like some Miami Vice type stuff. There we go. All right. Put you back up on here. See what happens. Just gonna leave that frog loose. Something I really don't like to do in the boat. Always end up having a shit show when you have loose lures dangling. I always try to stow it up. There's some better docks coming up. Should hold some fish on it. And nothing but rock underneath this dock. Oh, there's a little bit of grass down there. Oh, there's a chunk of concrete, I see. A little minnow. Look out, son of a bitch. I scared the shit out of that guy. I'm getting a backlash, pitching, flipping. What the? That's supposed to happen. Shit's weak. This is Plum Crazy Color by Strike King. Punch Bug. Oh, a little pecker come out wanting to eat it. Literally 3-inch fish. you're serious about flipping, you should have a few different rigs rigged up, ready to go with different weights, especially if you're unsure of and never been to that lake. Have a bunch of different weights, hooks, line sizes, all types of stuff, all pre-rigged, ready to go. Whether it's on fluorocarbon, whether it's on braid, about the only two lines you should really flip with. But really, if you're flipping cover, you should really use non-stretch braid. Huh. All right, maybe this little jet ski lift I have something. All right, I dead sticked it there for pretty long. Nothing. Grass on my foot. That was a shitty pitch. That was short. It's pretty deep. It's in about 8-9 feet of water. Now let's check chat. Barbara Weagle, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Are you a fisher woman? Awesome. Good to go. Where you fish from? What state? Are you on Chevrolets? You have a kayak? You got a boat? Float tube? I never had a kayak, but I had a float tube. I had a little fiberglass 9-foot boat. I fished out of a plastic boat for the longest called a porta boat. A 14-foot porta boat. That's what I caught my 10-pound, 6-ounce trophy bass out of. I caught hundreds of fish over 5 pounds out of that boat. I fished out of that boat for probably 10 plus years here in the PNW. I put a little 3/4 inch plywood deck on top of the seats, as they had 4 seats. So just a 4-foot by 4-foot piece of plywood over the top of it. Gave me a little mini bass boat. I had a trolling motor up front with an extended handle extension. Pretty cool. I could carry that thing in anywhere. I need to be interrupted by a giant. Ready, set, eat. You guys can see the grass down there. The whole floor is covered in grass. That's about twice as deep as it looks. All right, there should be maybe some fishy under here. Nice big platform, somewhat low to the deck. Offers a lot of shade, has some grass around it, has some lily pads. Oh, that was a shitty pitch. They got those 2x6s in the front, make your presentation with low trajectory way better. You guys can see that little runner board coming across top of those posts. Check the chats. My father lives in Alaska, Wasilla or Palmer area. Lives in the Valley. All right, I'm gonna drink some water and I'm gonna flip these few docks coming up. Really thought I'd get bit already. Oh, that was beautiful. Wrapped around about 8 times, 4 different ways. Come on, pick it up. Tina? Tammy? Anyone home? Not yet? This could be a little bit later than normal live stream due to the fact that I did not park at the park. I parked at the non-park, so I don't have to worry about a gate closing in on me, but I do have to worry about Dickie, as in tweakers. People that want to steal my shit. I don't have anything to steal in my truck. I don't keep anything of value in there. I've already had my windows popped before. Been fishing at lakes. But a $300 window sucks to pay. Get your own shit, y'all. Yes, I call tweakers Dickie. I got Dickie in the alley. Walks up and down the alley every day. Spying on people's shit. Old Dickie. Gonna have a talk with Dickie one of these times. This is the first dock I caught a fish on an 8-inch swim bait, 8-inch Kitech. Oh, you mother. Oh, maybe that wasn't a fish. That's not fish scale. That's like some kind of window screen or something. Got the old tap. I ain't not getting away on my watch. Whole window coming and everything. Gonna try to salvage this craw for one more fish. I know that sounds like a broken record. That was lovely. All right. Man, I don't know. I'm conflicted, y'all. Love the top water, but flipping what it's been, where it's been. I noticed that the deep lake, which is at more incline, this is a more of a flat side. A little bit less action on the flat side compared to the deep side. That kind of makes sense because deeper water, the bass want that in the summertime. It does have some kind of sense to why they would be over on that side, but they are on this side. They're just not like they are over there. They could be sitting out here and just about ready to move up for the evening, get them something to eat. What the fuck do I got on the bait? Oh, I thought that was a frog. A frog on a frog action. If you're here last night, watching my little live stream last night, you will see that I got a strike on that very bait back there on the far corner of this dock. So instead of hoping for the same thing as last night, we're gonna try a little bit different. I'm gonna try to pitch it underneath that shit right there. Oh yeah, good luck with that. I slapped myself in the face with the bait. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this stupid little guy. I was hoping it was Big Mama. Man, that was a big letdown, y'all. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Here you go. I found Nemo. Damn. Oh shit. That shit had me dying right there. Fucking Nemo, what the hell? He was swimming off of that. I figure a 1 ounce weight would be way too much for that little dude to be swimming around with. Oh man, I set the hook like it was freaking Florida, man. Oh. I just got thumped. Little pecker. Alright, last pitch. I'm gonna check chat and I'm gonna continue on. That's fish number 5, y'all. Dink number 2. What's going on? I think it did too. Yeah, almost went to the moon. Gary Dunn, what's up, man? Ah, man. Damn. Talk about ripping lips. That fish is gonna be scarred from eating damn crawfish for the rest of its life. You see one of those, it's gonna swim away. All right. Gotten a good bite in the past on this, on the Kitek. I don't have a Kitek rigged up on the rod per se, but you got that mag draft. Here we go. Let's see if we can make that shit. Oh no. Go back home. Go home right now. Oh yeah. Nope. There you go. Damn, son. Mm-hmm. Lately, I've been teaching myself to flip, pitch and flip like this with the bait, with the reel in hand at the ready. It's a little bit of a challenge per se with docks, but if you're just fishing large expanses of lily pads, oh, it's really good. Especially when that bait punches through there and that fish is sitting right there. Oh, it'll hit that thing before he even touches bottom. Be ripping off through the pads before you know it. The stuff known as bulrush, pencil reeds, also known as big fish habitat. I'll get it off there, hitchhiker. Oh, that was a really shitty attempt. There we go. That's way better. I'm gonna go ahead and rig up a fresh bait. The keeper is totally shot right there. Slippage. Still a cool idea by Gamagatsu. I gotta hurry up and flip these docks right quick, and then we're gonna tie on a moving bait. I think I'm gonna go to a top spot and get the searching for a slaunch. I'll rig this up Texas style. Once again, if you have not had the opportunity to check out Tackle Warehouse, they still have their sale going on. And they have these baits for $3 a pack. I think I saw these baits originally for $7.99 a pack. In my opinion, they're one of the best flipping baits out, if not the best flipping bait. Flipping punching bait. It's not all flipping requires you to punch heavy cover. I just spilled that shit all over my hand. Smells like garlic. Here we go. Got that stank. Now I'm gonna get bit. And they're laughing at me. I just never really get enough here when this in the summertime stuff. The water's so low. These pencil reeds is why I'm going Mach 1 by it. There we go. That was perfect. Oh, it's got some depth. Perfect depth. I'm sorry if I just lost y'all. Look like I just lost transaction with you guys for a split second. I apologize. It's the cell signal here at the lake. At least it kept the live feed and reconnected. What's funny is I'm city limits. Holy shit, it's 11 feet deep. There's gotta be a giant back in there. On the bottom, anything falls down. There's a cross member. Oh, shit. I ride these pillars down. Sometimes the fish like to nose right up on it. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't notice it. It kicked off. Yes, sorry. Sorry, y'all. I didn't look. I looked down and all of a sudden, yep, gone. That's funny. This lake doesn't have clear signal where I won't lose signal. I live 10 minutes down from this lake. Absolutely bonkers. Matthew, yes, this is live. Sorry if you were watching and it just all of a sudden went away. Just a good old signal. Even though we're not in a far off place, still get this shit. Shitty cast. Another shitty cast. We can make do with it though. Getting ready to make a move here. Got a lot of floating grass. It's hard to fish a lot of stuff with the floating grass. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Where you at, Big Betty? On Tina, Tammy, something. Y'all can't be busy. Oh, right there, guys. God, I'm so glad I didn't set the hook. It hit the frog, but it just, that's it. There he is again. That fuck. Damn. That was a different fish. Son of a gun, dude. It's even dark colored. It silhouettes the night sky just perfect. That's what they see coming across in the water column. Like, come on. Makes it very easy for them to pinpoint it, being dark. Yeah. Shit's weak. I just got a backlash on live. Now I'm gonna get that shit tangled up in the trolling motor. That'll be the icing to the cake. Like a kamikaze bug in the nostril. All right, it's time to make that move. You know, I feel like we should go flip that dock over there, but I'm gonna smash it up and try to bait. Woo! Put the Christmas lights on. Sunset. Not every day, but since we got warmer than normal weather, and the fact that our weather is going to drastically change here in the next 30 days or so, 30 to 45 days, trying to get the last little bit of summertime fishing in. Hit that like button. Got a boat right here. Right, going right through my spot. Got you all in the phone holder. I gotta plug you all in. The charger. There we go. Alright, we need to dig another rod out. Can you believe that? Alright. No, I'm not throwing big red. There's too much debris on top of the water for this bait to be effective. But we're going to put on my favorite night bait. Miss Triple G knows all too well about this bait, seeing me catch a 9-pound 7-ounce on live about 3 weeks ago. If you hadn't seen that, you should check it out right now. It is the video that says must watch. It has a picture of my face. The live stream. Just gonna tie a Palomar knot on this Z-Man Chatterbait Elite. Has a specific line tie that I prefer on chatterbaits rather than that clip style line tie. I just have way better success with this after dark. And it's half the price of a jackhammer. I'm not rich, so therefore I prefer a $10 lure over a $20-something lure. We still mix it up with some top water. Take a big old chug of water. All right, let's put the stank on this. So at night, to mimic a bluegill or something that closely resembles a bluegill, I like to put a hint of chartreuse on the tail. Once again, it's just that stank. Something added. Leaves a stank trail behind the bass as he's closing in on it. At least it makes me feel better when I say that. But yes, the 3/4 ounce chatterbait. I have a 5-inch Gambler something, easy shiner or easy something. I forget the technical name of it, but it's a 5-inch trailer. Has a bigger boot tail than a 4.8, a 4.8 or a 3.8. So I like the bigger boot tail. Moves more water better. Doesn't overpower this chatterbait. Ha. Bug killer. Now come fuck with me, bug. I'll show him what's up. All right, here we go. There's way too much grass right there. Seen it right at the last second. Shit. You see all types of bait getting wrecked right now, all in front of the boat. And there's a lot of grass. Oh, look at all that bait. Oh, come on. Son of a... God. One just cracked me right at the boat. I know it's probably a little pipsqueak son of a gun. Man. All right. Move it on. Sitting in 11 feet of water right here. Kind of moved out a little bit further away from the bank. It's heavy in grass. Thank God a chatterbait comes through grass fairly nice. If it's too thick, it'll foul that blade up and not make it chatter enough. All right. Bait's still getting chased. I see a bunch of little peckers jumping out of the water. Once again, I'm throwing this 3/4 ounce chatterbait on a 7'6" heavy action rod. I'm throwing on a 65-pound braid. Some people think that's too much. I say different. Works for me, may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. This is a 631, so I kind of have to keep it moving fairly fast. There's some fish jumping right there. grass. It's 8:27. That dude's pissed at me. Lots of grass. Uh-huh. I almost thought that was a frog. They spin around. Damn, I may have to turn that freaking lights off. Damn, them bugs are deep. Man, come on. At least one fish after dark. I remember I had a bite on this seal dock coming up. I wonder if I can get that sumbitch to come out and hammer this chatterbait. One more cast for shits and giggles. All right, here we go. Here goes a cast across the tip of that seal dock. Nothing. Second cast. All right, here goes the first real cast down the side where the mag draft bite come from. Nothing. Damn. Gotta check the chat. Gonna put a flashlight in my pocket. Ooh. Yes, yes. Let's see what y'all charged up to. 40%. That sucks. That's not even the wire. That's the receptacle, charging receptacle on the boat. Need to upgrade to a 3.0 fast charge. Oh well, you guys could still kind of see me. Yeah, but not for long. Come on, biggin. Eat my offering. Tina, Tammy. Damn, there should have been one along that dock. Unless it's out and about. That's okay. Pissy ass bird. I didn't do it. Drastic did it. Not Jurassic. All right, here we go. We're up on a main lake point right now. This is the same point that I come up on last night throwing that jerk bait. Hooked one, got about 2 cranks on it, and it popped free. It's just a little itty bitty dude, but still, there was like a mega school of little dudes up here. That wind was crashing against the point too. Now it's just dead flat calm. So let's see if there's a begging. Not. There's grass on my chatterbait. Had to clear it. Still sitting in 3 feet of water here. There's Batman. I see him. Oh, he just tried to get my, checking my chatterbait out in midair. Grass. Lots of grass, lots of grass. I bet it's kind of difficult to see me. Grass. Oh, they don't try to just slurp this bait in. They crash this bait. I'm gonna throw a buzz bait around. Just a single blade buzz bait. If it gets marred up way too much, I'll pick that sprinkler frog back up. I just spooked a fish right there. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Man, something smells awesome. Somebody's cooking something, man. That shit make me hungry as hell right now. I don't know what it smells like. It smells like some hot food. Uh-huh. Like that. Throw the sprinkler frog now. A little bit more weedless. For those that don't know, this is what the sprinkler frog looks like to the fish. I pissed that bird off for the fourth time tonight. It'd be nice to have this thing get just annihilated. And them bugs are relentless right now. All right, getting to these better docks. Maybe I can get a strike before I gotta call it. That fish didn't want to come out and blast my frog again, like it did earlier off that giant laydown. Oh yeah, that's good. That's what you want. You want a backlash in the dark. Yeah, it's time to put that shit up. That's how you do that. Well, that's rod's rendered useless right now. That's some bullshit. It should make me giggle because I gotta put that shit down and not use it. I gotta wait till I get back to my recliner or my chair and then fix that damn thing. Stupid. All right, let's go back to chatterbait. Oh, fuck. Pecker. I gotta go back and around and some numbnut put a big fucking line across the lake. The big floaty trampoline shit. Alrighty. Come on, piggy. Just a thump and a violent hook set. Alright, hung up the chatterbait that I caught that 9.7 on. I already hung that bitch up on the wall. Sitting in 11.5 feet of water. The bank is about a cast distance away from me. You'd be surprised how much you can see. Alright, got grass on the chatterbait. For all those that are still watching, I appreciate y'all tapping in, watching me on a Tuesday night. Getting close to the end of the little run right here. Still got a few more docks to fish. Maybe we can bag one on this chatterbait, maybe not. Nonetheless, I still caught 5 fish after work. 3 keepers, 2 dinks, all on flipping docks. A big old patch of grass. I have to go back to the sprinkler frog. Yeah, it's gonna be too grassy to throw anything else right this minute. You can see quite a bit, but you still can't. Your depth perception is the biggest hindrance for you as far as night fishing. Oh yeah, hey, I had a backlash on this one, guys. I still got that clinker. Womp womp womp. Look at that clanker. Come on. What in the fuck? Oh my god, this is gonna make me stupid ass shit. That's what you want? Tangle some dumbest shit up around the tip of the rod. That'll work, Bobby. Let's get a backlash there. I think it's time to go home and pick out that backlash. Fishing the clinker. All right. It was eventful. Backlash. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's going to do it for the video, for the live stream, for this Tuesday night. Appreciate everyone stopping in and checking me out. I'm swim bait 79. This is what I love to do. It's what I want to share with everyone how I do this. All right, we're gonna put it up. Dio is king. I appreciate all your help. Appreciate everyone else. It's Triple G. Nick Nutty later if you're still watching. Everyone else, good night.